The finals just got its brand new update 6.7. I'll go over all the details there, the shop changes, world tour, etc. We also got to look at some additional social updates, which will lead us onto our last minute mentionables, as well as a whole bunch more. What's up world, it's Utopia back in with another video. Today we're checking out all things the finals. Let's just jump right into it. First off, yes, we do have our update 6.7. This one is actually brought to you by Embark Dusty. Does look like Oscar may have taken some time to prep for today's stream, which I will go over in a bit. As Dusty mentions, update 6.7 is live. They do continue on saying there is no patch download this week, just pure chaos. Meaning that again, these are just hot fixes that you won't need to download on any platform. So essentially you can just launch the game as they are a hotfix. They're also entering the final week of Alpha Acta's sponsorship event, which does include Close Quarters and the Wheel of Trust. So they mentioned get your matches in while you still can. Now jumping over, there was a UI issue with the Wheel of Trust event, and we actually had an update here from Embark Caroline, where they go on to mention that there was a little bit of a UI issue in game right now. Essentially it said that the Wheel of Trust event has ended, but that you shouldn't worry, it has not ended yet, and they're working on a solution as quickly as possible, and that you should still be able to use the wheel, even though of course that the text is currently wrong. Although there was no update there, they actually have since fixed this. Now it does correctly display and say that it ends in 7 days. So if you're worried that it did end, nope, you still have one more week to actually get through the Wheel of Trust. Jumping back to it with our World Tour update, they do mention that the World Tour last drop has landed, and it's literally explosive. Every time a contestant is eliminated, they drop a bomb. Pick it up, throw it at your enemies, or run before it goes boom. It's fast and volatile, and it changes everything about how you play the arena. Which, speaking of the arenas, we do have those in rotation this week. And those 4 this week are Fortune Stadium, Seoul, Las Vegas, and Sis Horizon. Speaking of World Tour, we actually do have one more additional update here. And that actually came from Oscar a few days ago, where there was actually a hotfix midweek for 6.6.1. That happened across all platforms. There was a collection of small bug fixes. One of the examples was the World Tour videos. If you didn't see, essentially they kind of spoiled their own events for the next few weeks. I didn't want to go over those or cover those just out of respect for that, since I knew those were completely on accident, but it just featured some events in game modes, which actually did feature the one this week, the explosive one. If you did get to catch those, good on ya. But just know they do have some much larger updates here coming out. I'll go over that in a bit. Last up here, and with every single patch notes, we do have the shop update. And we have a few different sets here, like the Lockdown Triad outfit set. That also includes the final carving set with a new inspect. Alpha Acta fans can grab the Red Line Overrule, and Junior's Foresight brings a tactical edge with a knife skin. So a pretty decent range there, and actually quite a lot for this update. That actually does cover for the patch note side of things. Of course, as I mentioned, there was no patch to install. It was just a hotfix store update and a World Tour arena change. But it also did include that new mode. Moving on here, I did mention we have those social updates. And yes, we have another community stream from Oscar. He says it'll be live tonight. However, this is 10 a.m. my time, so it is very much the morning for me. Now, more than likely when I get this video out, his live stream will be running. Tried to start this one as early as I could, and more than likely I'll probably miss the stream today. I'll do my best to make it. I was really hoping that they would go back to the 11 a.m. start time, at least my time, but it does seem like they are pushing up those live streams. So I'll just have to be more prepared for next time if I don't make it this one. Again, as I was supposed to play with Oscar last week, they shifted the time. I had an appointment and basically couldn't make it. Today I tried to start really early in hopes that it was at 11 a.m., but I wanted to get this video out to you guys in time for that. So unfortunately, I'll try to make the stream, but we'll have to wait and see. Again though, if you do want to check out the community stream, that is happening over on Twitch and YouTube. I will include links to both in case you want to check those out, and it does run typically for a full 2 hours. Normally, I cover those in their entirety. There usually is a lot that happens in those streams, whether it's Rob or devs chatting in there. Even sometimes Oscar kind of leaks some things or just talks about the game in general, even the developer team or some insights. If anything interesting comes out of that stream, I will be sure to cover it. But of course, you can check it out live. Moving on here, we do have some more social updates and community mentionables. This first one is I am running some giveaways over on my Discord. Now I currently do have 2 running right now. We had one end the other day that was unannounced. Sometimes I do those in support of people that are active on my Discord. And yeah, that's essentially where I'm hosting the giveaway. It's very simple, you just have to click a button to enter them. There are 2 giveaways being run right now, one that you can just enter no matter what, and another one that requires the level 1 role. But don't worry, the level 1 role, literally all you have to do is chat for 5 or 6 messages. There is a cooldown there, so please don't spam. but it essentially rewards people that are active on my Discord. Sometimes I even host ones that are for level 10 or level 5 and higher, but nothing else is required of you, just joining the Discord and clicking the button. That's literally it. You don't even have to like the video or subscribe, literally just click the button in the Discord. I'll try to maybe throw up another one today. I have a few codes that I can send out, but there are those two running right now. And if you want a chance to win $10 worth of multi-bucks, you can enter those giveaways. I also do occasionally, and more than likely will with my next video, drop a giveaway for a bundle or an any bundle. Essentially, I'll gift one person any single bundle in the entire game. Usually it's limited to multi-bucks since it's really hard to actually give away on multiple platforms. I ran into this issue before. Someone was in a completely different country, and Steam wouldn't even let me gift them anything. I couldn't even buy them a gift card. I spent over a month searching. There was a ton of back and forths. I finally got that situated, and I did, yes, take care of it. So yeah, that's why I do limit it to multi-bucks only, but look out for that giveaway as well. Moving on, we actually do have two mentionables from Oscar. Now this first one is in case you haven't been up to date with the finals lately or you're brand new to the game. Essentially, they used to do patches on Wednesday with a World Tour update on Thursday. As this commenter here points out, where is the patch? Oscar points out here, Thursdays. Our patch updates, store updates, World Tour, and events will all be on Thursday from now on, which also do, of course, include that live stream or community streams. Last week it was on Friday, I do believe, because of Arc Raiders, but essentially everything happens on Thursday now. To which, speaking of those updates, someone asked here, Oscar, are we getting any hotfixes or balance patches this season? There was already one with the mid-season patch, and there was even a new map that dropped with that, Close Quarters. However, we're getting one more major patch for the Season 6, and that's patch 6.9, as Oscar does point out here. He does say it will be POG. They are pretty good about those major patches, so we'll have to wait and see what that brings. And they usually decently shake up the meta. Jumping over, we had a few more community mentionables here. These first two come from the subreddit. This one here, he said, no way I'm putting anything on it. And this redditor named Otherwise Rub actually 3D printed in resin The Finals coaster. This thing looks so cool. They even painted this. It looks really, really good. In fact, this is something that I could 3D print. I really do gotta take a second to actually fix my 3D printer. I've just been so busy with videos. Maybe I'll look into that today, though. Hopefully I can do some giveaways in the future, but I'll at least showcase and feature some of the prints from that. This thing's really cool, though, and I don't blame them not putting anything on there, especially since it's fully painted and done up. It looks really good. I almost thought this was in-game. Yeah, just super cool there. Love the features on the subreddit. Which also talks about this one here. They had an idea for the data reshaper flowchart that would be directly on the tablet. I think this one is really, really good. It would be such a helpful tip for players, as people don't really know in-game, at least, what the rotation is. These are pointed out of game, and you can even see that here, how it does mix between each. I think this is a really good idea and definitely would help streamline that experience with that gadget. So here's to hoping maybe they do take up on that idea in the future. Of course, as always with all my videos, we do have the last minute mentionable from my community, which are those features on the Star Models page. We have this first one here from Advance. This one is a nice classic cowboy look, but in a full dark aesthetic. I'm really liking this one, and definitely the decent mix-up on some outfits here. We have another one here from, I believe, Fake. This one is absolutely insane. As you can see from the first image, they showcase something from Dark Souls, which is the bonfire in your armor. And they have a really cool mashup here with that, which is honestly the best they could do with Medieval. This one's super cool, and I really, really like this one. And speaking of that, hopefully we do get a Medieval season sometime soon. Overall, that's about cover for today's video. If you enjoyed it, like, and subscribe, and until the next one. Deuce!